let's fold some baby clothes. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine and I am a soon-to-be mom of 4. I'm here today to share my pregnancy and fold clothes because multitasking at its finest, right? I forgot my notes, one second. And this is also because pregnancy brain is so real, I took notes. So I have a video that shows when we dropped off our kids in California, and then soon after that we found out that we were pregnant with number 4, and so now I just wanted to update with how it's been since finding out and how my pregnancy has been. I am 35 weeks now and she's coming in just about a month. I love the smell of draft. So first trimester. What's crazy is that soon after I found out, again, the kids were in California and we had so many plans to like do this and do that, like primarily like go to dinner, happy hour, you know, like fun things like that, like adult things without our kids. But again, I found out like literally like the day or two after we dropped off the kids. And so our plans changed, and when we found out that we were expecting, like literally the fatigue just hit me. Like I was so tired. There were days like on the weekends I would just literally sleep. Like I slept all day and then I slept all night and I just slept. That fatigue was so real. And I feel like that's how it was with all the other ones as well. But man, I was not expecting that. I was legit ready to do happy hours and all of that, but you know, it is what it is. Nausea. I had so much nausea. It wasn't to the point where I was throwing up. I did not throw up. It was just the feeling of throwing up. So I had a lot of nausea and fatigue. But again, I didn't throw up and I just slept it off all day. Like that is literally all I did. Something else to note about this first trimester was that my bump, or I guess me, I showed a lot earlier. I found out 4th of July, and then I think like a week or two, or a few weeks after, I had a work event and I could not hide it. People were like, like some people were looking at me and they're like it was like that awkward, like, do you have a bump? Do you not have a bump? I don't want to assume because it could have gone either way, right? And I did show a lot earlier with this one. I mean, mind you, I was 95 pounds before, and then yeah, I guess I just quickly showed, like I had like a small bump there. Like you could tell it was just not, I mean, to me it wasn't normal. And like, I guess if you know me, you would be like, oh, what is that? So I showed a lot earlier, which is very interesting. And just to piggyback off of that, I mean, I did soon find out, and like something that I should be more proud of myself is the fact that there was a work event where we threw a summit with a bunch of leaders worldwide, and I was one of the people to help host the event, where we had like, how many leaders? About 100 worldwide. And through my fatigue and through my nausea, I was able to help support that. So just patting my back because I don't normally do that, but in hindsight I was thinking about it and I'm like, yo, I did this pregnant. Like, it's an accomplishment to have done not pregnant, but to have been able to do it pregnant as well. Like, yeah. So that was my first trimester, primarily lots of fatigue, lots of sleep, and nausea, and showing a lot earlier. Alrighty, second trimester. At this point, the fatigue had subsided, luckily, and once that did subside, lots and lots of nesting, like crazy nesting. I don't know what it was about this time around, where I was just like, we need to fix this, we need to fix that, we need to organize this. I was just on a roll. And what's cool though is that my kids were like all about it. They love organizing, and they were like, what's next, Mom? Like, what are we gonna do? Can I help you? Oh, I know you like to organize. And like, Michaela, she loves, like, that's just in her to organize. So, and like the other two, Gabriel and Raphael, they just love to help. So everybody was a part of it. Like, we fixed our pantry. I did like a short on that. And yeah, no, it was nice to have that energy back, because it was gone. And so yes, lots of nesting, because that energy was back, and the fatigue had subsided. I still had some body aches, and I think that's just because of the nature of my pregnancy. I'm older now. The last time I had a baby was, Raphael is 4 now, so 4 years ago. That was the last time I was pregnant, and so, you know, and this is my 4th child. I'm not the biggest person in the world. I'm 4'11". So my body ached. It was like still hurting. It wasn't as bad as like the first trimester, you know, but like, of course, like baby's growing. And so my body still ached. Something that's nice about the second trimester was that I was able to manage my coffee and caffeine, because that first month in my fatigue, I was like, and with nausea, pregnancy brain. I was able to manage it, and so like I was able to just suffice life with just 1 cup of coffee, because prior to that I was drinking like 2 to 3 cups of coffee. And so second trimester, I was able to like finally get a good grip of it and just have the 1 cup and make it really good. And so that happened. And then I know an achievement that I shared last from my first trimester was helping to support a summit with global leaders. But something that I want to, or I should give myself a pat on the shoulder, was that we had an event for my team, which is also a worldwide team, and I hosted it by myself. So it wasn't as big. It wasn't like 100 folks. It was still pretty worldly. Like, we had people from Australia and Latin America. We had Singapore in the house. We had a good amount of like international travelers, but that event I did by myself while I was pregnant. So that was an achievement. I was very proud of that, because I did it all by myself, like beginning to end, while I was pregnant. It was a lot of work, but it was fun, and I learned a lot. But all of that was to say, I did that in my second trimester. Like, go me. Cool. That leads us back to, or leads us now into my third trimester. We are here. I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant, but so far, since we've had 35 weeks, or since I've been in my third trimester, y'all, these body aches are no joke. They hurt. And again, likely because of my age, I I am hurting. I like to sit a lot, but then there are times when I'm like, I need to stand. And then when I stand, my knees hurt, my back hurts, and like I for the longest time I was trying to look for like massage services, like for prenatal massages and like coverage from my insurance for that, which apparently we have, but I have just not been able to find anybody or like work. And I just was so busy with work and I never could find it. And now that I'm on leave, I'm folding baby clothes. But I would love to have a prenatal massage before I give birth, which is coming up real soon. And my back, my knees, everything hurts. The fatigue is back. I can literally take naps all day and I'll be fine to sleep again for the rest of the evening. I can sleep in the car. I can sleep. I could sleep right now. I wanted to sleep right now, but I know I have to do this, especially because the kids are at their grandparents' house and like I need to utilize the time. But I am so fatigued. I do have some slight nausea. Nausea? I don't know if I'm saying that word right. Anywho, I have some slight nausea. It's manageable, but it's just annoying when I have it. I mean, who wants that, right? I have Braxton Hicks. And it's so funny because my doctor would ask me from time to time, like, are you experiencing Braxton Hicks, this and that? And I'd be like, no, I don't think so. But like, there would be moments where my stomach would get super duper hard and I would just feel, and like I'm like, oh, she's just turning, like she's going upside down, or like, you know, like you feel the whole thing. And I'm like, yeah, that's just the baby like moving, like her butt is up in the air now instead of like down here or something. But like the more I thought about it and like felt that this area getting super hard, I'm like, yo, this is Braxton Hicks, like I'm tripping. And so my next appointment, I shared that with her and I was like, yeah, you've been asking me about Braxton Hicks and you know what? I think I've been experiencing them. Excuse me, but they're manageable. It's just, and they're not frequent, but I am experiencing them. What else is there to say? There was a period of time in my third trimester when I wasn't so hungry. Like I don't think it was nausea. I just think I just wasn't that hungry, which leads into something interesting about my third trimester, and it's that my last appointment, which was an ultrasound, they were, I guess, measuring her and just checking on her because apparently in my age I need more ultrasounds and appointments, which I've not experienced with the other three. I could save that for another story. If you guys want to know more, let me know in the comments and I can add on to that. But yeah, they, at this most recent appointment, they were measuring and then they were like, yeah, I think she's looking like she's about 4 pounds right now and like she's due next month. And so they were kind of concerned, like maybe you should eat more or like this and that. But what's interesting is I'm like heavier. I weigh a lot more, like the weight that I am now, right? So I started around 95 to 97 pounds and I ended at like 125. And right now I'm at like, I'm past 125, I'm like 127. So I've gained more weight since. And I don't think she's a 4-pounder. I think she may be more, or like I know, I'm certain that by the time she's born she'll be like right around 6 pounds, if not more. Gabriel was 8 pounds. Michaela and Raphael were right around 6, so my thought is she'll likely be 6 pounds. Another note about my third trimester that's different from the other babies was I feel her so much. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's because my body has stretched out enough for me to feel it more now. Like, oh, you've done this. Like, your body's prepared. You know, your uterus is like, oh yeah, we've done this. You can feel it now. It's like thinner, like the skin. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I feel her a lot more. Like, I feel her so much. Um, to the point where I'm like, girl, you need to calm down. Like, stop doing gymnastics in here. We need to like, mommy needs to rest. You need to rest. Um, so I'm doing a lot of like hopping around, like you know when you're like bouncing a baby to calm them down. I'm doing that, but like inside my belly. So I'm like walking around doing that because she moves a lot and I feel it, and I didn't have that with the other other three. Goodness, but so far so good. I feel so lucky and blessed that it's a it's a good pregnancy. Everything's been good so far, and we will continue to hope and pray that it stays like that. I mean, she's here soon. Like, I need to start doing more stuff, but like, it's been nice to just kind of take it slow and just be able to do things. So that's what I've been doing. But yeah, that's my pregnancy so far. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, I will just continue to keep sharing what I have and what I know and things that come to mind. I'll likely make a video about like packing my hospital bag, my diaper bag, diaper cart, things like that. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them there and I'm happy to answer for you. Until then, thank you. Bye. Goodness, I still have more laundry to do.